What's up, guys? Your host, Ben Arthur here. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. Hope 2025 is your best yet, and hope the new year gets off to a strong and amazing and blessed start. I wanted to put together this episode to announce some big changes. Pinnacle Code is becoming Bridge to Self. That is the new name of the podcast. Before I kind of explain why the change, I wanted to thank all of you for the continued love, encouragement, and support. It's hard to believe I started the show 11 months ago, but started in February of 2024. And since then, more than 35 episodes, nearly 32,000 views and listens across YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts combined. And that's on top of thousands of engagements and impressions on the Instagram page for the show as well. So super grateful for your guys' support and super excited in 2025 to continue to give you guys a show that you enjoy. So the name is changing to Bridge to Self because it better encapsulates what the show is about and what the mission is, right? And that's specifically to empower second and 1.5 generation Black Americans, or in other words, those who are living as kind of being black in America, but also come directly from an African and or Caribbean family and were raised in the US and kind of grapple with discovering like who they are at their core. And after a lot of thought, a lot of deliberation, after a lot of conversations I had with people, I realized that I kind of needed to make the change. It was just kind of the move I needed to make. And look, I think Pinnacle Code, the name really fit the previous iteration of the show. For those of you who've kind of been with me from the beginning, if you remember, the show at first focused broadly on spotlighting high achievers across the Black community beyond athletes and entertainers. But in the last couple months, I've been focusing specifically on those who are kind of my experience, right? Like in my case, being second generation Ghanaian American and kind of navigating multiple worlds and finding who you are. And that's why the name fits, right? Bridge meaning connecting multiple worlds or identities, the number two symbolizing both of those worlds, and self, the self part embodying self discovery, and the empowering aspect of the conversations that are going to continue to be had, the interviews and the spotlight series on the show. So, hence, Bridge to Self is what the name is, or B2S for short. So, while the name is changing, this is the same show, guys, in terms of like same cadence. So, every other Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Time for new episodes, same kinds of guests. The only thing is, I'm going to continue to strive to have higher profile guests where we like discuss their not only their personal stories and the inspiration that can be drawn from them, but also tying their stories into the themes of the show of blackness and cultural identity and achievement through the second and 1.5 generation Black American experience. Also to come soon, a new logo, new branding for the show as part of the ongoing evolution. What you guys see currently is just kind of a placeholder while I continue to work behind the scenes. And so within the next few weeks, you will see the kind of like the new design, the new feel of the show. So I wanted to encourage you all to continue to engage, to share, to follow the episodes. How you guys interact with the show helps me know how I'm doing, what I need to work on, how I can improve to make this the best experience for you guys, whether it's you're watching it on YouTube, through video, or on audio on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, listening to it on the go. And be sure to tap in with the new social media channels. I changed the name, the username, so it's all at Bridge to Self across all platforms, specifically on YouTube and Instagram is where I'm focused. But that's it, guys. Uh, Pinnacle Code is now Bridge to Self. It's a new day. It's a new chapter. It's a new year for me and the show. So excited for what's to come. I will see you guys on January 15th. But until then,